Can you remember your most memorable date? Whether it was fun, it was expensive, or it was a disaster? Well, today we're talking about cheapskate dates. This is Every Woman.
Queens over here, and make no mistake in big things over here. Goddess in the flesh, you can tell by the smell of it. Every time I step in the room, it's an elephant. Woman.
Welcome back to the Every Woman Show. It is Every Woman Wednesday, and I'm your girl Tam Flake here with my lovely co-host. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
We are here to entertain you today about cheapskate dates. That's what we talking about. Cheapskate dates.
Y'all like those?
No.
There you go.
It depends. I guess it depends.
Yes, it depends.
Yeah.
So let's talk first about what is maybe the worst or the most fun or the most expensive date you've ever been on. Can you think of one? Where I'll start. Okay. So I was 21 years old. Mm-hmm. This was before I got married. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Please clarify.
Get that timeline right.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So I was 21, and I love dancing, like couples dancing, ballroom dancing, and so I'd be out in Day Lives and Yesterdays and all those different dance clubs all the time, right? And so I was out dancing one night and I met this guy, and he was a really good ballroom dancer, and he was a little bit older guy, but he seemed cool, and he asked me out on a date. And I obliged, and I found out on the day he was like 42 years old. Now, as a 42-year-old woman now with a 22-year-old child, I'm like, man, that was kind of disgusting. But in the moment of the day, I was just like, we just not clicking. This is just, we sitting here as a matter of fact, we were sitting in the club where we met, but during like a lunch dinner time before, things popped out, because we were gonna go, eat, have some drinks, dance on a weeknight. And it was just weird. We were just not vibing on any of the same levels at all. It was that is actually going to go down as like one of the worst dates I've ever been on.
Not that bad.
The worst.
I don't think that was.
But it's the worst.
Oh,
Okay.
You're
bored.
and we're gonna turn the page.
So I have an embarrassing date, like the most embarrassing date. So, okay, being here in Detroit, Starters is one of those popular spots to go. Take your girl to Starters. So I was used to, during the time of this date, Starters, getting a good old combo meal, your chicken and, waffles, or not chicken waffles, lamb and lobster or whatever, right? Yeah. So I'm dating this guy who happens to be a professional athlete over in Toronto. We're out there, and this is my first time hanging out with him. And he takes me to this really cool restaurant at the top of this really cool tower. And then he's like, get anything you want. Get whatever you want, right? And I'm like, well, I like to eat lobster and lamb. So I tell the lady, like, give me the lobster and lamb. Then I realized, wait a minute, does it come with anything? I was like, how about, and I ordered like two sides. And he like, you gonna eat all that? And I'm like, yeah. And then he just orders something small, whatever. And even the lady is looking at me like, girl. And I'm just like, okay. So the food comes. Talk about embarrassed, okay? They bring me a lobster like this big, taking the whole lobster. Like, I don't even know how to tear this thing apart. Like, I'm just looking at it. And then a whole rack of lamb.
20-pound lobster or something?
Then a whole, sides, which are shareable. 2 different sides. And they bring him his little plate. And then he's just looking at me. And I'm just looking at him like.
So why didn't they tell you that it was going to be a family-style meal when you was, or instead of looking at you like you was crazy?
I think what it
That's
was.
That's their fault. That's not on you, boo.
They assumed, like, if you're coming here, you've been here before. And this was like my first time going to like a fancy restaurant with shareable sides. So it was such a learning experience, but so embarrassing. I'm like, I was telling him, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm not one of those people that just, I can just order whatever just because I want to spend all this money. It's like when I go to Starters, I get a lobster tail and then they give me lamb. I didn't know it was going to be a whole lobster
and a whole lamb. So
It was embarrassing.
You took the whole
the
shit.
tail, the head. She had to take all
had
that
the
off.
whole
Oh,
shit
Lord.
and the
I didn't do
farm
any of
like
it,
that.
but
He had the
you
whole
eat the
little
lobster?
lamb.
I ate it.
Okay.
But I didn't
You
have to
had
tear it. They
Mary's
had.
whole lamb, huh?
That's so embarrassing. He was just looking at. He was trying to be nice to her. He's just like, "Oh, you're fine," but I could tell on the back of his mind, he like, just ratchet. she ain't been nowhere. This Detroit going to starters ain't been
Right. You don't know no better.
So worst, embarrassing.
I got a fun date.
Okay.
So, and y'all probably gonna judge me, but
Never.
it's okay. So we did the typical, we gonna go to the movies, right? That's honestly not the best date to do when you're trying to get to know someone, but I had kind of already knew him, and it's like we started dating, and so we gonna go to the movies, and we went to the movies, and that was cool. Like I was in my early 20s, so don't judge me, but what made this date so fun, I don't know why we did this, but we driving around, we was on 7 Mile, and he was like, "You ever egged anybody before?" I was like, "No, but that sounds fun." And
Y'all was throwing eggs at people.
we went out to eat, we went to the movies, and then we went to go egg people. And and I know it sounds bad, but it was a thrill for me.
On 7 Mile.
We was on 7 Mile. We was on West 7 Mile, and just like was like, yes. And we went to the liquor store, bought a carton of eggs. And just
See, ain't nobody egging nobody these days with the way
No,
the
I
prices
was
are
saying
now.
now.
From the liquor store, number one.
At the age I'm at now, like I definitely
Yeah.
wouldn't do something like that. But I
Right.
was in my early 20s. It's like, yeah, I tagged a couple people up too.
I was gonna say, did you hit anybody?
I tagged.
Got any bullseyes?
Oh yeah, I tagged a couple people up, and it's just like I know, and it's horrible. I know, that's why I was like, y'all gonna definitely
Did they
judge
see it
me.
coming?
No. Oh yeah, I feel bad. Like yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all the other part of the story, but yeah, we ate people and it was fun. And I guess that's the most memorable date, and I just did something childish and terrible at the same time.
Yeah.
And we did.
On
We ate.
7 Mile, we just glad that you are
That's-
here to tell the story. Okay?
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
hope that nobody who got egged is listening.
That's
Sorry.
that right there. That right
I
there.
remember. I remember
You know what?
getting
That was on 7 Mile 20 years
You
ago.
say
I got
75.
somebody in an Elwa sign coat too. Like she looked like she just got her hair done.
You disrespectful for that.
Oh man.
I'm telling
I
y'all, it
have
was
no
bad.
affiliation to Toy and whoever she is.
I'm sorry, y'all.
None. Or the people that she was with. We are not related. I think I have a combination between fun and embarrassing. Went out of town. Well, it was in town, out of town, right? Okay, in upper north area. And we were at we went to a comedy show first, right? So we weren't ready to go back to the hotel. So we was like, okay, let's go. They had a bar there that was playing karaoke, or they were doing karaoke. So we went in the bar. It was a lot of people, like, and it's a small town, so you know it's not many of us, right? It's not many of this color, more of that color. And so we in there, we got a drink, and I had some edibles in my purse, right? So I had some gummies, and I had a Fruity Pebble bar. So we got the gummies. He ate a gummy, I ate a gummy. So we standing there and, you know, drinking or whatever. And I'm like, this gummy not working.
my
Like,
God.
and I'm not a person who, you know, does this often. So I'm like, okay, now the gummy was supposed to be 50 milligrams. Each gummy was 50 milligrams.
Is that a lot?
Yes.
Yes. But I swear on everything, the gummy was not doing anything.
How long it take for that 50 milligrams to supposed to kick in?
It was like maybe 30, 45 minutes, right?
Okay.
But it was not working. So I said, okay.
At 10 minutes in, you was the same.
No, it wasn't 10 minutes. No,
It was
you
like
tripping.
20.
No, it was a good, I waited about 35, maybe 40.
Okay,
I did.
okay.
But it never kicked. So I was like, okay. So I took out the Fruity Pebble. I said, I'm gonna just take a piece of this. Now the whole Fruity Pebble bar was 100 milligrams, but I didn't eat the whole bar. So I took a piece of the Fruity Pebble, and you know, so he went up, he did some karaoke, and you know, we still drinking or whatever. So I'm sitting, find a seat, and I'm sitting down, and
You know you done fucked up.
all
right?
of a sudden,
Yeah.
Yes.
I said, oh shit. I can't feel my legs. So there was something going on like in the town, right, on this particular day, because parking was ridiculous. We had literally parked a mile away. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I cannot let him know that I can't walk, because if I tell him, he gonna be mad at me, and then I don't know. I was like, shit, okay, let me get some water. Let me do that. So when you get so high, you get cotton mouth, your mouth get dry, water don't help, nothing helps. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So finally, he was like, you ready to go? And I'm like, shit, I gotta tell him, because I swear to God, I can't make it to the car. I cannot make it to the car. So he was like, I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to go get the car, because I can't feel my legs. He just looked at me like, are you serious? Oh my God. So he went and got the car. He was like, don't move. I'm not going nowhere, because I tell you, my legs, I'm trying to focus to make sure nobody get me, on top of trying to feel my legs at the same time. It was just all bad. We made it back to the hotel. Now I'm hungry. The town, everything in the town shut down. So then he had to go back, because it's like an island, so he had to go back on the other side of the island. And all he found was potato chips. So now I got cottonmouth eating these dry potato chips. It was just all bad. But we had fun.
All right, lovely. 2 in a minute 30.
I had an expensive one. So I had somebody come to my place of business and they asked me to leave work. So they paid me for the day. They took me shopping. We went to eat. And then they gave me very pricey pieces of jewelry. So I can say, and it was not, let's say, bangles with diamonds. It was a few of those. And a nice meal and some clothes, and my day was paid for.
Listen.
That's
Wow.
nice. That sounds
Let me
better
learn
than
how to
Asian.
crawl on people's backs and give them that feel good and get some
Okay,
bangle diamonds.
Flag on the play. We gonna say this was before Lovely was a massage therapist. This is when I was an exotic ballerina.
Okay.
Back in that day. Yeah. So
I heard about them days. You was smooth with it.
smooth out.
So when they pay you to leave work, then they made it worth
They
your
paid
while to
you.
leave work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I appreciated all of the effort in that date.
Still working
I
at the wrong
appreciate it
places.
too, by default.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
We
It was
live
beautiful.
vicariously through that.
And let me tell y'all something. When they tell y'all that exotic ballerinas have to give up a little bit of something to get something, they're lying.
Okay.
Okay?
Tell them,
Because
lovely.
that's not the truth.
All right. So we got a little access with Lauren. She was able to spend a little time on the red carpet at the Garden Theater here in Detroit and interview some of the cast members for the new show on the OWN network, Love and Marriage Detroit. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, it's me, Lauren Marie, and we are here at Oprah Winfrey Network's Love and Marriage Detroit's casting party. This is your access with Lauren. What are you expecting from this season of Love and Marriage Detroit?
Just the excitement.
A lot of drama.
So I am here with Russell and Colby Harris. So we are here with the beautiful Christina and Brandon Smith. I am here with Bravo Superman of the city. First glance, what I want to know is, what is your style inspiration for the evening?
You know, I have to give credit to my friend Tiara because she found this dress on Fashion Nova Looks. So Fashion Nova can give the girls looks, red carpet looks too.
So I have just caught up with one of the most fashionable individuals here at the event. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Leah Lux. I am a fashion stylist here in Metro Detroit area.
Wonderful. I was going to ask, what is your fashion inspiration? Who styled you tonight? And I'm assuming it was you, right?
Yeah, I did end up styling myself. Wanted to come a very smoky eye, like sexy look, sequins dress, tight fitting.
I didn't want to do the typical gown, so I wanted to go for short and fun and sassy. So I was inspired just by that. And, you know, I'm wearing Miss Circle, Tom Ford, and Chanel. You know, kind of mix it up a little bit.
You know, I hate dressing up too much, but I like dressing up. so I figured I'd mix it up.
And I'm wearing whatever my wife puts me in.
Amen.
That's right.
All of our wives are PKs, so pastor kids, right? Which is an interesting dynamic that'll unfold during the season, for sure.
And you know, Detroit, we've had a target on our back, you know, from like just how the nation views us.
Yeah, and I think that Detroit we're showcasing so many amazing brands here in Detroit, some booming businesses here in Detroit. We're giving them some light here on the show. I feel like people that don't live in Detroit, they always say, what's in Detroit besides snow and guns? So I feel like we're giving them a different taste of what else is here in Detroit. And from a collaborative group couple, we have so many different experiences that we brought together. So excited about that.
You guys all still friends then?
Everyone is everyone.
Okay. You heard it first. That's Access with Lauren.
I would have never guessed that she got that dress from Fashion Nova.
Yeah, it
I
was
wanted the dress
nice.
when I saw it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
She said the one-day shipping.
Oh,
I
nice.
said that always gets me. But that was like a backup though. She had one planned for it, fell apart, boom. Fashion Nova.
okay.
So that was her
Wow.
backup plan. She looked amazing.
All right.
Don't sleep on.
The only thing with Fashion Nova is though, you can't return anything. They don't. Well, you're not getting no refund, I suppose.
Oh yeah, you get.
I get my credit when it gets used, okay?
Give me my credit.
That one over there.
And it never expires.
What?
The credit that they give you, it never expires.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So anyway, looking forward to watching that show.
I saw the first episode, and if you are familiar with the series, The Love and Marriage, Huntsville, The Love and Marriage, I think the other one is Dallas.
I don't know. I saw Huntsville.
Yeah, it falls right in line with the rest of them. So
It's a little drama.
What is that face?
little drama. It
What's
is
that,
a little.
Lauren?
Anybody get beat up?
It's drama. Not yet. It was just
You
the
say
first
not yet.
episode. But you know they show previews of stuff.
setup
So
is
as
coming.
it's coming, you know, as it comes down the pipeline, you'll see them getting into it just like everybody else. So
Okay, well
it falls
listen.
in line.
Marriage is not a walk in the park, so you
But
know.
they're getting into it with each other.
with the other couples or the
Yes.
husbands and wives.
With the other couple. So the guys are getting into it, the girls are getting into it, the guys
That's to
and
be
girls are
expected
getting
on
into
a
it.
reality show. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll tune in, but we, just want to give a shout out to our Detroit players. Y'all do y'all things. Okay. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about dating etiquette, right? Dating etiquette. Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. There's etiquette in everything, right? So
Yes.
for example, like you're on a date and you are a person who likes to take pictures. So you start taking selfies of yourself while you're on your date. Is that acceptable during a date?
Are we sitting down eating while you are taking selfies?
Any part of the day. You could be eating, you could be doing a fun activity. Like what's the etiquette around taking selfies on the date of yourself, not of your date and you? Because that's a ussy.
Yeah, I think if you if they got up and went to the bathroom or something like that, then you quick picture here and there or whatever. Or, if you wanted to take some selfies because you think you looking fly on this particular day, take them selfies before you leave the house.
Okay, all right.
Or not just of self. Like take them before you sit down. Take them after you're getting ready to leave, after you've had your meal, or you went to the bathroom and you freshened up and you fixed your lipstick or something like that.
Okay.
Not while we're sitting down eating.
Okay, so now while we're eating, before we
Right.
sit, before we leave the house.
I'm take pictures of myself when I want to, how I want to. You can get into it if you want to, but I usually I don't be on my phone just texting or on social media while I'm on a date. But what's wrong with a quick picture? You know what I'm saying?
While your date sitting across from you.
And I might take a picture of him, like, look at the motherfucker got food on his face. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but she did.
Wow.
Yes, she did. But what I'm saying is I like pictures, and I'm not gonna do that the entire date. But I pull out my phone once or twice, and I even said something like, I'm gonna get this food real quick. Like that person is dating me probably already knows I like posting stuff like that. What's wrong with the quick boom boom and then I'm done? I don't see any harm.
Do you? But you're supposed to ask if you're on a date.
I'm gonna tell you I'm doing. I'm not gonna ask you, can I? I'm gonna take this picture real quick. How's that rude? Like, it's not like, the only way I would see it is rude is if he's having a conversation with me, right? We're in deep conversation. I'm all like, I'm not paying attention to him then.
So you waiting for a gap in conversation to take the selfie?
Yeah, or like, say,
oh, we not
went out-
talking right now. Let me get that.
Yeah, well, let's say like we sit down. It's a very nice restaurant, and I ain't never been there before. And I say, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Okay, you want to take a picture? Okay. Or when the food first come out, oh my God, that looks so good. I'm gonna get a picture real quick. Like, I usually let him know or say something. I've never had a guy complain about me being on my phone on a date because I don't keep
Maybe
it
not
out
to
long.
you.
We went out again, so obviously it ain't an issue.
Lauren, what's your thoughts?
Not only will I take a selfie, but I will ask you to take a selfie for me.
You'll say, here, take this picture of me, or okay.
So, but the thing is that anybody that I'm dating, they do understand that I am a creative, okay? There may be a moment where I have to take this picture right at this moment, the way that I see it. I get trying to do it first, like, okay, when we walk in here, let's take our pictures real quick. But that's not really typically how it happens. It's like you get inspired and then you see a good shot and you take it. I don't think, like she said, I'm not gonna be, he's telling me, pouring out his heart, and I'm going, yeah, But I think it's like, hold on, this food is so good, real quick. I'm so sorry, I gotta take this picture. You know, and they're usually like, no, I get it, because I be watching your stories all day too. So it's like, they know what I'm doing. But I mean, I don't have an issue with taking pictures on a date at all.
So we talking about etiquette though, right? And so I think we've kind of laid some boundaries on when we should take it, when we shouldn't take it, when we gonna take it, but in the middle of, the date.
Yeah.
And, I think it's tough. I mean, I think if someone knows that you are creative and it's expected, then maybe it's not such a big deal. But if we're on a date, we're engaging in conversation over a meal, like phones down. But I am one of a person. If a plate comes out, I might want to capture a picture of that plate. But then, and I'm gonna take a picture of yours too. But then the phone's gonna go back down. And any selfies or ussies or anything we taking, we're gonna do it before we get to the table. We might take one when we get to the table, but then the phones is going down for me. It just seems, for me, it's just like anytime that we're engaged in conversation, even if there's a gap in the conversation, like let's not pick up our phones and just, be like, you're not entertaining. I'm gonna get on my phone really quick.
Because then it's rude.
Yeah, because then it's rude.
So I guess you just gotta have the finesse.
There's a
it's
finesse
not gonna
to
ever
it.
feel like, on my end, it's just never gonna feel rude, It's
Some
gonna
stuff
be
you
kind
don't
of.
want to miss. Like, we wasn't on a date, but like I hung out with Lauren and Sabrina. Baked Alaska came out. First time having it. Y'all think I would listen? I could have been there with the man of my dreams. I was gonna pull out that phone to get that baked Alaska footage.
That's girl time. That's not.
But that's what it could have been the man of my dreams.
we
I've never
probably
had
would've did
baked
it.
Alaska before, and that would have came out and
It was
they
on
set it on
fire.
fire. I'm filming this bae. Moment, happiness. Like,
And you know what? On another level of that too is, I think it's rude. Okay, if you want to take a picture, snap the pic, cool. But if you standing here posting it, I
wouldn't do all that
we
at the
at the
table.
restaurant, that's rude. Like, dang, you.
So you're not
you
posting
more,
to your story while you're.
No, if you want to snap a pic real quick, cute. Oh, I need this pic real quick. I need this pic. But if it's, hold on, let me let everybody know what we're doing right now, and because I think that is rude. But
and we don't have to take 57 selfies.
So who should pay on a date?
Is this a first date or just in general?
First date in general, like
You ask
Who
me,
asked
you pay.
to go on a date?
that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
If I ask you, I will
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm
Ask
expecting
me,
to pay.
Yes.
But if you be like, nah, baby, I got it. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it. Oh yeah. That water going right back in. That water going right back in the purse.
Okay.
And you ain't got to tell me twice.
You ain't. I ain't gonna even say it. You ain't gonna even get them
You
words
ain't even got
out.
to ask that question again.
What is the most and the least amount that you've had a date spend on you while y'all were getting to know each other? Or should I say, like, what's too much and what's too little? I don't know.
I don't ever look at the check.
either.
I don't know how much they be spending.
Does it matter?
I don't think it matters. I mean, I don't look at let me just see what you just paid real quick. Like,
No, I'm just saying,
wanna
like,
have fun and
if
get to
you're in a
know.
courtship, right? Okay, so you may start off on a first date where you can do like a first date for under $20, $25,
Okay.
right? But then
Where?
as we,
Where?
a walk in the
Are you
park. Y'all
serious?
y'all can go to the library.
I
the
had a
bookstore.
first date that was $5.
Okay, so it can be done.
Right.
So first dates, you start off low. Do you does it get more expensive as we go along during the courtship? Does it matter?
I don't purposely try to make the money count. I just want to do fun stuff and enjoy.
Have experiences.
Yeah. I like memorable moments. Like,
Yeah, that's me too.
That's important to me.
And I feel like the longer that we are courting or we are dating, the more that you get to know me, you'll know what I like.
Yeah.
So you'll pull out things that are actually catered to my person because you've been paying attention to me.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
That makes sense.
I think you
Yeah.
actually probably end up spending less money as we go versus
Because-
in the
because
beginning when
you
you're
know-
doing the most.
yeah, you
Now
know
you
what I
like,
like.
she cool with just going to
Yeah.
this and that versus
a guy took me to go play putt-putt golf, but he listened to the conversation and how I loved going to play putt-putt golf as a kid. Like, I still like it, but I ain't did it in a long time. Boom, we out there putt-putt golf.
Yeah.
I said, boy.
So let's talk about
to get
on a
married.
first date, and let's say we're going out to dinner again. Do you shy away? We know Lauren don't, but do you shy away from getting the most expensive thing on the
I am ordering whatever I
If
want.
I'm hungry, I'm getting an appetizer. I'm getting some
order what
salad.
you like to eat.
I'm getting all
That's
that.
right.
I'm getting
Okay.
everything.
I'm gonna order what I normally would order.
Yeah.
If it was just me paying for it, like. But if he let's say we go to a restaurant that I normally can't afford. Let's say that was a situation. If I want steak, I'm gonna still get steak. I'm not gonna be like, I have a salad unless I want a salad. But
Y'all know what my dad taught me growing up, because he was probably, my dad taught me how to eat in restaurants, when you go on date. And he was like, anybody that go on date with you, y'all eating, hoagies, they gonna have to be ready to see you get it in. I'm like, it sure is. But he was like, order food on the menu that restaurant specializes in, right? If you go to a seafood steakhouse, order seafood steakhouse. If you go to an Italian restaurant, order pasta. If you go to a place that specializes fried chicken, order the fried chicken. Don't order the fish.
Right.
Well, I'm ordering the fish because I don't eat chicken. But now, here's the thing. Here's what I will do. Like if I'm looking at the menu and you know how sometimes it'll say market price. Sometimes I'll just because I do like crab legs, stuff like that. I won't order that stuff because I'm like,
really?
you
crab
just
legs
don't.
on a date.
If it's same market price, just be prepared to pay.
Yeah.
You
So
can't.
I wouldn't
don't-
do
don't-
that unless I was married to you and we've been married for.
I feel like you bring me
You
here.
date me, you know me.
Understand?
You know me. You know I like seafood.
Okay.
Because
I'm ordering it.
We getting
brought
down.
me here.
Yeah,
I
we gonna
always
get
think
down.
a good rule
Only
of
if I'm
thumb
in
is having that money in your pocket just in case something might not go left. Order what you order because that's what you eat.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
So do you have an exit strategy when you're on a date, and it's just going left and you don't want to be there no more? You have an exit strategy. Like, do you tell your homegirl to be like, code red if I text you,
Nope.
or something that you say to get out of the situation?
That went left. That I had to have an exit strategy, so I don't think.
No, I'm just gonna say it. This is not working out well.
That's your exit
I
strategy.
just cut it off short.
Yeah, this is
has been
not
great.
Yeah.
So you're
tired.
not deceitful about trying to get out of it. You're just
No.
like, if this ain't going well,
No,
yeah.
I am not
I'm a
going to
little
mislead
tired.
you.
I'm going home.
Tomorrow's not promised. Let's not waste each other's
I will
time.
blame a fake emergency on my mom so quick.
Don't do
That's
that.
What you gonna say?
Toy.
My mama called me. She need me to come. I don't know what's wrong. I'm not really burning bread by saying that. And you knew. You can't be my mama.
We always like, oh my God.
You don't say something bad. No, I don't do that.
We like, don't put that.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
All I just say, my mama calling me. Like, don't question me and my mama, and I'm gonna go. Like, I never say something happened though.
Mama need me. Oh, she really do.
Yeah, I just like, my mama need me. I gotta go. Like, I haven't, like how you said, really had to do that. But if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, and that's always,
Stay ready.
I mean, I
gotta
get
ready to
it,
exit
but
the
I'm
day.
not gonna use my
after.
mama or the
Oh, yeah.
children. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that.
It's just not working out.
I'm with you. I
Just
will
be
ghost
honest.
you.
I'm a ghoster.
Yeah, I will ghost you after.
Yeah, just be
For
honest.
sure.
I honestly
nice.
ghost you.
If somebody is
Yeah,
watching
no
this
way.
and I ghosted you, I so apologize.
Apologize. Every
About
woman
the ghosting.
dictionary, apologize.
Apologize. That's the word of the day.
Apologize means I apologize, but I'm lying.
There you go.
Wait, what?
Word of the day.
Apologize.
So listen, Alicia, you we were talking about how your date get to know you or whatever.
Yeah.
You went on a mystery date.
I did.
All right, tell us about it, girl. We interested.
I went on a mystery date not too long ago, actually. It was really very unexpected and actually was really fun. He was like, okay, so I'm going to give you these clues and you have to figure them out. You cannot ask me any questions once I give you the clue. The only thing you can do is phone a friend if you don't know the answer. So I'm like, okay. He gives me the first clue and it says, this place is where I was Steph Curry. So in my mind, when I see the card, I'm like, Steph Curry, basketball, that's my first. And I got stuck. I don't know if I'm very confident in trying to figure this out. I got some friends on standby because listen, my brain is not working today. I was like, well, he never went and played no basketball. What is, I don't know. He was like, when you figure it out, it's going to be easy. He was like, you can phone a friend. So I text someone that I thought might know the answer. He wasn't no help. I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I was like, I'm not going to win. I was like, I'm not going to get past the first clue. This is not going to happen. I'm not going to. He was like, okay, what is this? So then he started he was trying to help me. He was like, okay, so what is Steph Curry known for? And I was like, okay, shooting.
It has to be it.
And it still wasn't clicking. I don't know.
You should have called me.
It wasn't clicking. So finally.
You got it. Yeah, that's first place he shot.
Finally.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. So we ended up, so that place was City Tavern. It's no longer there. It's now called Cantoritos. It's right down the street, actually.
Okay, Cantoritos.
Yeah, it's a Mexican place now, but back then it was called City Tavern. So I was like, okay. So he was like, 10:30, I need you to go there, and then I just need you to pull up and park. Don't get out the car, don't do anything, and then close your eyes. So I said, okay. So I pulled up and I parked. And then I closed my eyes, and then he was like, when you hear my horn blow, you can open your eyes. So when the horn,
This is so exciting.
when the horn blew, I opened my eyes, and so there was an envelope on my windshield.
I just like the excitement in all of this,
so
already.
So I grabbed the envelope, and so the next clue was, if you think I get on your nerves, you're wrong. You get on all of your nerves before anyone. 200,000 nerves to be exact. Think quick before you lose your seat. I was like, what? You get on all of your nerves before anyone. 200,000 nerves to be exact.
Oh, I know.
Think quick before you lose your seat. So I'm like, here we go. This ain't gonna work. So I Google is your friend, right? So I was like, what is the operative word here? 2,000 nerves. Let me Google that. So when I Googled that, I found out that you have 200,000 nerves in your feet. So I typed in the answer, and then I got an address. This was a timed date as well, because I had to be in certain places. Yes, I had to be in certain places. So when he texted me, he was like, you have 14 minutes to respond. So I was like, okay. So I drove to the place, and the place was actually called Wellness and Beauty Luxury Spa. And I actually got a foot detox there. Nice. And so it was really cool. The lady was cool. It's a Black-owned place. Really cool. We sat and talked. She does massages, and they do body, we were talking about the body sculpting thing, and they do all of that there. And I actually brought you up because I was like, yeah,
okay, come on, plug. Come on.
Ooh, I was like, maybe y'all can collaborate, because she also does, they do yoni steaming there and all of that stuff too. So I was like, okay, sweet. So talk to her. At every location, the people there had the next envelope. Okay. So on top of
that was a lot of effort.
The research, exactly. This was a lot of effort. He actually drove to each space before me to explain what was going on. So she handed me the envelope, and the next one said, since you don't eat swine, take one letter out of it.
Wine.
I like that word.
Right? So I text that answer, and then I got the next address, which wasn't far again. And there we ended up at St. Julian Wine Club. And I don't know if you guys know where that is, right by Oakland Mall. It's on the outskirts. It's a winery. I had never been there, and I am a lover of wine, so we did some wine tasting there.
You were by yourself?
No, actually, he came into this.
You on that one, okay.
He joined me on this particular date. So now this is where it gets a little interesting because the lady, she was, that one of them. And so she came out, and she was talking, and she was like, well, is he here? And I was like, no. And so then I seen him walk in, and he was like, she wasn't supposed to tell you I was coming in. And I was like, okay. So we sat down, we had a really nice, some wine taste. They had some really good wine there too. Some newer wines and stuff that had come out. And so he was like, all right, I gotta go. And then he left. I was like, okay. So she hands me the next envelope. And then she tells me the answer. I was like,
she giving up all the secrets. She did not understand the assignment.
She didn't.
Not at all.
She was like, here you go. She was like, and the
order.
answer is, and I'll tell you once I read the clue.
Okay.
So it says, you should love the skin you're in. Anyone who tells you that is not racial. If you love it like you're supposed to, take care of it with a
Facial.
yes. So that was the next. So she was like, yeah, and the answer is facial. Before I had even read the card, I was like, really?
She a hater.
Okay.
like, really,
she
lady?
was hating 'cause
Nobody
took her on a date
Nobody
like
ever
that.
giving her a
just-
mystery
Okay.
date. Okay.
Yeah, she not gonna.
This
she
all
not,
sound really
she not
expensive.
gonna make it.
She got a
So
foot detox, some
yeah.
wine,
So
headed
this
for a
one
facial,
Right.
was
and there's
Pure
more
Image.
envelopes.
Yeah, this was Pure Image hair and laser removal, skincare, whatever. So I went there and actually got a facial, and it was really nice in there. That was pretty cool. So here's the thing, like, because it sounds a little tiring, like you got to drive around all these places. But the reality is everything was right in the same vicinity. So I wasn't driving like to Dearborn, then back to Ferndale. I wasn't driving,
over the place.
was not all over the place. So I finally finished the facial, came out, and the lady behind the desk handed me the next envelope. And they probably, besides the lady at the wellness place, was excited about all of this, because the lady at the wellness place was excited too. She was just like, "Oh my God, this is so
The
nice."
wine lady was just a hater. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what was her problem. So the next clue said, if Biggie wore a Coogee, a kind of apple is a Fuji, someone stuck up is bougie, and rappers have groupies, then what do you eat? And the answer is sushi. If Biggie wore a Coogee, a kind of apple is a Fuji, someone stuck up is bougie, and rappers have groupies, then what do you eat? And so at first I was
Every
like,
cutie with a booty want a coochie.
I don't know this one. I was like, I'm stumped. What is?
I know that, yes.
So then I was like, oh, okay. It was sushi. So I got the next restaurant. So by then it was probably somewhere around 2, maybe 3 o'clock.
And you started at what time?
10.
10 o'clock in the
10
morning.
o'clock in the
Okay, because
morning.
first clue you had to
Yep,
be
had to
somewhere by
be-
10:30.
Be there at 10:30.
Okay.
And so
Now it's 2
the
o'clock.
restaurant, the next clue I had to be there at 7. So he was like,
So you had a few hours?
I had a few hours to rest because this was
Because I was
ended up being
exhausted
a
at
day
this
of
point.
Yeah, that's very thoughtful.
it was a day of relaxation, right? So he was like, wear this particular color and be there at 7 o'clock. And the place was called Bada Sushi, and it's on Woodward, like 13, 14 miles, somewhere in there. Really good food.
Girl,
it
is he here or no? You
He
eat
is-
sushi by yourself?
No, so he is on the I'm sorry. So at this point, he pulls up and he's there and we sit. And so he explains to me exactly what this was. So it's a self-care day, right? And he did all of this. He got all of this stuff off of Groupon.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yes, that is nice.
So he did the research.
I didn't even know Groupon still existed, quite frankly.
Groupon. He got all of
on
the
there every
dates
time I
off of
do it,
Groupon. And so we were sitting there and we were talking. And so he was like, okay.
Because all of this was sounding real expensive, and I know
Yeah.
Groupon gives you discounts.
Yes, they do give you discounts. And so he was like, okay, so you have a choice to make. He was like, there's 2 more things that's left to do. He was like, they couldn't be done today because the places weren't open. He was like, you can either keep them for yourself or you can gift them. Yes.
You're so sweet.
Put your hand up, ma'am. So it really was a struggle for me because
selfish.
I am not selfish.
This is her
I
self-care day.
am one who is not selfish. Like my mind was saying, gifted, gifted, gifted. You had a really, really great day. I said, but you know what? Nope, I'm being selfish. So
Were you able to find out what they were before you made that decision?
here you go. No, I had to make the decision before I figured out what they were.
That's right.
So the
Take it all.
so he gave me the
question.
clue. So he gave me the clue. So the next one was, what does a DJ, a seamstress, and a doctor have in common?
A seamstress?
They all
And
use
a
their
doctor?
hands.
And a doctor.
They all use their hands.
What?
They all use their hands. DJ Ficky
Yeah.
Ficky, seamstress, and a doctor.
But they use what?
Tools, knives,
What kind of
needles.
tool?
Oh, needles.
Needle. Yes. So that
You're
one.
smart.
Well, I do have an IQ of 118.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that is for an acupuncture visit. So I really
Did you
I have
go?
not gone yet. So I really want to go. So that'll be coming up really, really soon.
I want to know.
And then the second one was you have 5 senses. This actually was pertaining to him. You have 5 senses. One is heightened in him.
What is this
Okay,
about?
I can see. I can taste.
And so
I can smell. I can feel. What else I got? I got 6. Oh, I can hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get
and
it now.
some say you have 6. Some say you do have 6 senses, right? But in him, the sense that is heightened in him is hearing, right? So for this particular one, it's a Reiki session or like a sound healing.
I love
yes,
that.
a sound healing. So I
Those
haven't
are
done that one
beautiful.
either. I have actually participated in a sound bath before, so I still have to do those 2.
That
and
sounds like
then
2 more self-care days to me.
yeah, it is.
Amazing.
That was a great day.
Yeah. So all
But it was
of
a
this
lot.
was less than 150 to bucks.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm talking.
And that's why the price doesn't matter because that was well thought
Absolutely.
out. It
Yeah.
was a whole hell of a lot of effort.
It was that for me.
Yeah.
That was one of them
part
busted
for
wide
me.
open dates.
Yeah.
Like, it was like you. I ain't
Yes.
saying you better, but
You better.
But to me, that is what he did is so much more valuable.
Absolutely.
It's like you can't even ask a guy to go to the store and get you carrots and he come back with a broccoli. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he took all this
All that
time
time
to
to-
research and think
Yes.
about
Yes.
you and put this together, to me that is more valuable than spending
It
$100.
is.
Like, I didn't even need to know he spent $100
Yeah.
because it felt like
Yeah.
$1 million.
It did, and it did, and
the
it was just
effort,
the effort, the thought, everything. That's me. That's you gonna get me every time.
can't nobody top that. That was a good day.
You gonna
That
get
was
me
good.
every
Listen, when
time.
we come back, we are going to rate the date. I mean, you gave us a huge date to follow up, and we're going to ask her some questions on the break about if she busted wide open. We'll be right back.
You do what you gotta do. We do what we wanna do. We doing everything.
Alicia didn't spill no secrets on the break, but we are about to rate the date. Let's start with that date, y'all. Do y'all rate that date a 1 to 10?
That's a 11.
15?
That's a 11.
That's 150.
Okay. Kudos to your guy. He did a great job.
He
All
did
right.
an excellent job.
So I'm gonna read the activities that will take place on a date to you all, and you tell me if you rate it 1 to 10, 10 being the best, okay?
Okay.
So on this date, we start off at the smoothie bar, then we go for a walk on the beach, then a bike ride in a buggy, like the buggy type bike ride. Then we take a museum tour, then we go to lunch and Mongolian barbecue and pick each other's food. Then we go for a massage, sound healing, get a tattoo, dinner at a favorite vegan spot, salsa lessons, a concert, and first kiss when parting ways.
Wait, all of this is one day?
She was like, I'm tired. Why you still reading?
What?
Yeah, I got tired of reading quite
This was
frankly.
one day?
This is one day. This is a lot in one. A first date even.
Where's the
'cause it's
second
a
shower
first
happening?
Well, I don't know if it's a first date. First kiss, it's a first kiss date. So, okay, 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
That's
That's
say
fun.
a 10
That is
too.
fun for me.
I'm gonna do an 8 because I'm not doing a tattoo.
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do the tattoo?
I don't have a tattoo on my body as is, so I'm definitely not going to get a tattoo on a date.
Somebody that you're getting the first kiss from, right?
Nah.
Okay, I give it a 10 for effort, but a 5 for energy. I'm tired. Okay, next date. Simply, you fly out of town for the sole purpose of eating at a specific restaurant.
Fancy, I like that.
That's a 10 for me.
That's a 10. Come on, let's get it.
That's extravagant.
Food is my love language. So.
Yeah.
So 10.
I like it.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
give it a 10.
okay. Here's another one. We go get breakfast burritos, and then we go indoor skydiving. I'm already vomiting.
I can't do both of those together. I'm sorry. It's not.
There's more, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Then you go go-kart racing. Then you kayak to a lunch picnic. Then you go scuba diving classes. There's more. Find your way through a maze, beer pong, a selfie museum, hibachi dinner, stargaze on a beach, and playing funny trivia. Say I love you for the first time, and then sneak and do it on the beach.
Saying in the
So first of all,
That's loaded. That's loaded.
Yeah,
right
this is-
there.
yeah.
That's
Gonna give
loaded.
you
I
a
like
10.
this is like an athlete date right here.
But I like fun stuff like that. Like,
the
but
beach.
all of that, like, the only thing that got me was the kayaking.
I actually want to do kayaking.
Like, it sounds fun. That's still a 10 for me because that's still a lot and it's adventurous. Like, I love that.
It is
break.
adventurous.
I just wanted to potty
You gonna
break
get a
after
potty
the breakfast burrito.
But here, hold on. Here we go though.
skydiving.
Y'all know
Paying
scuba
the scuba
lessons.
diving.
The school it's not even diving. You getting lessons. So that takes hours. No. Have y'all ever been on vacation and you had an all-inclusive and scuba is one of the things that's included?
It's a
I've
whole
never
Well, it's
done
like
that.
8 hours. Anyway,
8 hour.
this could be like a series of dates for me.
all of
So
these
So
dates
it
sound
needs
like
to be
2 day
broken up.
dates.
So it could be a
weekend.
10 broken up.
this too much
Yeah.
activity. I lost 10
Yeah.
pounds on this trip.
Well, that's good because I need to lose.
I took a nap in the middle of that date.
So I'm
On
gonna
the
get this one an
kayak.
8.
Okay, I'm asleep.
All of that is a 10 for me. It's just it need to be broken up. It's just too
Yeah.
much in one day, but it's like,
It's a lot.
It could be
sound fun.
several 10s.
7, 8.
I'm going to say 10, several 10s.
So you with the athletics.
Yeah, like I think it would be 10s across the board. This whole series of dates, all 10s for that. But they got to be broke up. 'Cause
That's some former
I'm
track
ra-
star behavior.
It is.
Yeah, that's over the
and
weekend.
is.
That's a weekend.
Okay, next date. Your partner tells you to pack something athletic. She's in. Something casual and something elegant, but tells you nothing else.
That's a 10. That is a 10. That
love
is a
surprises.
10.
Spontaneity. But
The
yes.
spontaneity.
Oh, that's the tenaity. Yeah,
Lauren,
that
what's wrong
word.
with your face?
I'm just to trust somebody 1,000%. Just give. I'll have so many questions. I'll ruin
Lauren,
it.
he gave you the fashion rundown. You should be good with this.
What do we gotta do that? What we need this for? I would be so paranoid the whole time, like just anxious. So I would say 7.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God.
I know.
Toy, you said 10?
Yeah, I always
7.
wanted somebody to be like, put this dress on and be there back. So, like, yeah, I like that.
Yes, I like it because it's all surprises, and you telling me what to wear. That's most
Yes.
important. Tell me what to
Exactly.
wear. That's a 10.
And your expectations is where?
Set.
And then when you get there,
If you tell me elegant, I'm going elegant.
exactly,
Like,
you expect elegant, right?
Yes.
But I'm assuming that's the last outfit. So
Yeah, so we ended the night
everybody-
there. So 10 here, 10
Definition.
here.
10 here.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Everybody's definition of
I'm so
elegant is
surprised at you. He gave you the fashion rundown.
listen, if it's going that
gonna
far,
take you to club yesterday. You gonna be standing there with your elegant dress on.
It's closed.
You be standing there with your elegant dress on, like I thought you told me to bring something elegant, and I'm gonna be mad.
if he knows you well enough, he's
He gonna use
take
the
you to
right word.
yesterday.
Okay, next day. Catered breakfast in bed.
Okay.
A couple's full body massage with acoustic guitar player playing live during. Okay?
You see my hands going up?
We shopping at the mall for head to toe dinner outfits, then wine tasting, an expensive lunch at a 5-star restaurant. We're gonna walk and talk, take a balloon ride, dinner at an exclusive secret location.
These men got money.
And then make love on the balcony of the hotel suite overlooking something, maybe the water.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I love
take
that.
it.
That's a 11.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
That was beautiful.
I want it all.
I like all that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love all that.
Yes.
I hope you watching. All right, next date. Sex in the shower or on the show. I don't know. What is this?
Shower. Wait.
Time
Wait.
out.
Flag on the play.
It says sex in the show, but I'm gonna assume that's supposed to say shower. We human. We make typos, and if you
Start
know
of
who
the
typed
day.
it, then-
That's a typo.
Well, that's in the morning. Come on
I
with
just
it.
took a dig. Sorry.
Lauren is knowing
Homemade.
already.
Okay, back here.
Okay, come on.
Reel it in. Sex in the shower.
Okay.
Homemade omelet.
Okay.
Indoor rock climbing.
Okay.
I like rock.
Shower at home.
Yes.
More sex.
Okay.
Fencing lessons.
Ooh.
Favorite food truck. Couples fetish / S&M classes.
I'm gonna say a 10 right now. You don't
I
have to
got
go any
4
further.
more.
Okay,
Give me
come on
this.
with it.
We're gonna improv some comedy. We're gonna go to an improv comedy show.
Okay.
A burlesque show.
Yes.
Sliders for dinner. And then a raunchy sex doing what you've learned.
Oh, that's
That's
a
a
10.
10.
That's a 10.
There's a lot of humping, Nate.
Hold on, all this sexing, and we eating sliders for dinner.
You know what?
my God.
Go slide.
Are you hung up on the slider?
She wants that
Are you
expensive meal from the
serious?
previous
All this
date.
sex. Okay, I'm gonna give it at a 5. I'm gonna give it
Yeah,
at a 5.
look, we gonna be hunching while we eating these sliders. What
Sure
is you
is.
saying?
My thing is like it
I'm
sounds like a
sliding.
person
I'm
that likes to
sliding
do stuff
something
like
else.
that. I'm
Okay.
not really I don't want to go rock climbing or fencing.
Neither.
But everything else sounds pretty cool.
I don't want to see a burlesque show.
So
either.
I'm gonna give this one
You
a
only live
7
once.
because again
It sounds
it's a
fun, though.
huge combination of a lot of activity. So
Yeah.
okay,
I'm with it.
I think that was the last
Yeah,
one.
and I'm not good at fetishes, so that's a fail.
What?
Feathers and ticklies.
She said feathers and ticklies. You know with the whips.
No.
You know
So
with
you
the
never
sex
been to like the
swings.
dirty show or nothing.
I was freaked out when I was at the dirty
So
show.
let me ask you this
my
question, Lauren. This is
That was a date for me,
totally
too.
off rip. If your partner came to you and was like, okay, I want you to wear this on our date, and it's
The buzzer thingy.
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't do it?
It's just weird.
I would be so game for
that.
I'd be like, buzz me
Okay.
to infinity and beyond. Okay.
Buzz Lightyear.
Wow.
Buzz Lightyear. No, it's all all that stuff. It's just, I just like the regular
You know,
old.
I learned a lot about Lauren on this
Yeah,
channel. I
me
swear.
too.
Like, you surprised me with some of the things that you're like into and not into. I just, you know.
You talking about the dirty show? I had the
Hells
best
no.
time at the dirty show.
had to
I
pray
put
when
a
I left.
quarter in a machine and rolled a penis. Honey,
I
had
did that too.
I sat in a room eating popcorn, watching
Inside of
porn with strangers.
No. Oh my God. quarter humps. No, it's like a
Yeah, I
bull,
thought that
but
too.
it's a penis.
But it's a
ride the
penis.
penis.
It's like a mechanical bull, but it's a penis.
I don't want to ride the
I took a
You have to
picture.
say more words.
I took
'cause
a picture.
thought you actually actual
was riding.
and then started watching porn and eating popcorn.
I
Y'all-
can't.
Yes, in a room with strangers, and then I took a picture with a vagina.
I
it
let
was
some
most-
old man spank me.
Let me
Like
tell
with a paddle,
you, it was
yeah.
so
and
much
I was like,
fun.
that's all you get.
Lord.
It was
This
so
does
much
not
fun.
sound like any kind of fun to me.
It is.
We got to stop this conversation. Listen,
Whoa.
I think that's a whole nother show we setting y'all up for here on the Every Woman
Yes.
Show, and we're gonna have to give you a rating in advance. Like this show is
Triple
rated
X.
TV mature. But anyway, we thank you for joining us on the Every Woman Show today. Hopefully you got some ideas of some great dates you can take your partner on in the future. I know that her guy definitely did it right for less than
Yeah.
$150 on Groupon, so shout out to them for Groupon, I guess, you know.
I ain't
Go
mad
get
at
it. There's no such thing as a cheapskate date, just a thoughtful one. On that one, we're saying peace.
Nice.
Y'all just went left at the end of this show.
Like,
Like,
do we have to bleep out everything?
I thought that was better than the last one.
All that sex
that was
on the
fun.
show. We gonna eat some sliders at the end of the night.
Why are you so hung up on the food?
I would be worried about.
Sliding around. We gonna
I feel like
eat
it's
sliders.
I was just
You know,
worried
it's
about
the
the gas or
carbs and the
something. Like,
protein.
oh, we
You
should
know, you
have
gotta
sex after
re-energize
that.
Like, I'm just
yourself.
trying to understand, like, why are you so hung up on the food, Lauren? Like, what's wrong with sliders?
Food is her love
Cry at the end of the
language.
night
Really?
If you came out with
I'd have put you out.